Hi and welcome. In today's show we're going to be talking about the Vortex Crossfire 2 Crossbow Scope Kit in today's show. So with that said, let's get started. Hi and welcome to Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today is Crossbow Forum Thursday. Alright, so we're going to talk about this Crossfire 2 Crossbow Kit scope here a little bit. I've seen some videos. I've seen the Vortex ones and I've seen some from other people. And I think the other videos that they're doing, I think they're wrong. Now, I'm no expert on sighting in the scope, by far. I'm no expert. You guys have probably noticed that. But when it comes to sighting in properly, okay, that's what I'm focusing on. Okay, I see other videos where they're focusing in at 20 yards. In my opinion, sighting in at 20 yards isn't a good idea. The reason for that is you set your target out for 20 yards, you have no idea where your scope is set at, so you shoot at your target. You could be high, you could be low, you could be left, you could be right, not even hit your target. Okay, that does nobody any good, right? So we're going to talk about exactly what it takes to sight in the scope. In my opinion, too, this is one of the easiest scopes to sight in. One of the easiest. Alright. So, what does it come in the kit? It comes up with these pop-up flaps, which I really like. It comes with your rings. And it comes with the neoprene cover. Actually, you can't use a neoprene cover on this one because I have my Tacticam mounted on here. Alright, so the top turret. That is your elevation. The side turret is your windage, okay? And what the people have been calling a turret on the other side is it's not a turret. It's just your illuminator, red or green. That's all that is, okay? A lot of people have been calling it a turret. I don't call it a turret. I call it the illuminator, all right? So, when you're sighting this in, you're setting up. The first thing you want to do is set your target 6 yards. 6 yards. Because you're going to sight it in at the 40-yard reticle. 40-yard reticle. So when you set it up for your 40-yard reticle at 6 yards, the 6 yards represents a 40-yard shot. Okay? So you do your first shot at 6 yards. You check your windage, you check your elevation. So if you need to make adjustments to your elevation, you make it. But here's the key. Here's the key. You have to, if you're okay, let's say you're here, is the center of your target, and you shoot down here. Okay? You are going to turn your turret up, which will bring your sight down. Okay? Turning it up, turns it down. Turning it down brings it up. Okay? A little confusing, but that's the way this works. If you're off to the left or the right, let's say you're off to the right or to your left, you're going to turn it to the right. Okay? To the right, which will bring it to the left. Okay? And you want a good sturdy foundation. Now, this Bog Death Grip works just fine for me. It's a good sturdy shooting platform, so I like it. Okay. Now, another thing is, always have a drink with you. Okay, so once you get sighted in at your 6 yards, now move your target back to 40 yards. Your target, not your setup, not your scope, not your crossbow. Don't move that. Okay? Keep that exactly where it's at. And move your target back. So if you move this back 40 yards, the chances of being off are probably pretty good. Because you want to keep this on a nice, stable platform. That's why you move the target back to the 40-yard line. Okay? Now, let's say it's taking you 2 shots to get your 6 yards center. Okay, done. You move it back to your 40 yards, and now you shoot. You're going to be within probably 3 inches of your center. 3 inches. Maybe more, maybe less, but 3 inches is pretty doggone good. Now you're going to take your shot, again keeping it stable, moving your reticles right or left, up or down. You take another shot. You might need to fine tune it just a little bit here and there, and you're done. Okay? Now, once you get done with it 40 yards, you're good basically 40 yards in. But how about going, you should say you want to practice at 100 yards. There's nothing wrong with practicing 100 yards. You're not going to take a shot at an animal at 100 yards, but you want to practice that just for fun. Okay, so now you move back. You can move your setup back, say, to 60 yards or 80 yards. Either one will work just fine. Okay. So now you're at, let's say, at 60 yards. Okay. So what you're going to do to help you keep, what I do, or you want to do too, to keep yourself as a reminder, you will put your cap back on the top. Why? Because you are not going to touch the elevation at all. What you're going to do now is you're going to set, okay, so when you're at 6 yards, you're going to have the number set at 2. When you're at 40 yards, you're going to have it set at 7. When you move back to the 60-yard line, now here's where the speed ring comes in play. My crossbow here, with my setup, shoots a 422. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my speed ring to as close as 422 as I can. So 425, I'll start at 425, and I'll just bring it down just a little bit below 425. Alright, which should put me within decent range. Decent. I'm going to take a shot at 60 yards. Now, if I'm high or low, I'm going to adjust the speed ring. Okay, the speed ring. If it's low, you'll turn it up a little bit. What you do is you turn this until your, let's say your shot's down here, and this is where your center is. So you're going to turn it down, your speed down to where the 60 mark lines up with your arrow. If again, if it's high, you'll run it up. So up or down, your speed. Take another shot. You should be within tolerable ranges. So you should be almost dead center. Almost. Are you going to be exactly dead center? Maybe, maybe not. But you can fine tune it just a little bit here and there to get it that way. And if you're shooting to the right or to the left, now you can adjust your windage at the same time. But not your elevation. Your elevation is going to be taken care of by your speed ring. And only by your speed ring. Not your elevation. Right and left, again, you'll adjust whatever you need. You should be pretty close. Sometimes you're shooting that distance, you might have to adjust it a little bit here and there. But once you adjust everything set, everything should be good. You should be able to take out your cap, put it on, and everything will be locked in, and you're ready to go. So now, what you want to do, obviously, is set up your targets at different ranges. Use your rangefinder and check it. And make sure everything is within, I would say within, well, I'd say within an inch. Within an inch. You should be okay. So, but again, if you want to take it out to 100 yards, you're good. Between 60 yards. So one of these days, I'm going to do it. One of these days, I'm going to go up and set this up at 100 yards and take a 100-yard shot. Why? Because I can. I want to. Just to see how good the sight is and how good or bad I am. Okay? So I hope you guys got something out of this. And I hope that with this cleared up some things. But again, like I said, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, don't do it at 20 yards. This scope is an excellent scope. Okay? My ATN, again, is an excellent scope, but I'm having issues at 50 yards. So I might again take this scope off and go play with the ATN scope later on to try and work it out. But for right now, I'm going to use this. I've readjusted my FTS here in my camera, so hopefully that's good. So next time we get out here and shoot, we get a good video. Fingers crossed. Alright, so again, I hope you guys got something out of it. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, drop me a comment, share the videos, and all that stuff. Ring that bell. Okay? And remember, these videos are dedicated to my son. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.